Today, on Be Something Wonderful, speak the word, the manifestation technique that actually works. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. We have another powerful video for you here from the city of Medellin, Colombia, that we're visiting over the next week and a half or 2 weeks. And I want to talk to you about someone that's new to the channel and new to manifesting. I love this guy because he said, Tom, I've been trying this manifesting stuff. I've been doing some affirmations, but nothing seems to happen. Nothing seems to change. He goes, can you give me a technique or something that actually works? So remember, we went into a deep dive on this. But remember, what's the technique that actually works, or the only technique that works? You as awareness itself, you as reality. Remember, you create, manifest, and experience who and what you're conscious of being. When you speak the word is I am, right? The word of God. That's the creative substance. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, I am. That's reality. Neville Goddard calls it the only reality. That it's your imagination. But it's everything. It's source, it's substance, it's supply. Your awareness of being. That I am awareness. It's the one affirmation, the one source, the one substance that creates your entire life experience. So remember that Jesus warned against vain repetitions. Vain repetitions are useless. In other words, if you're affirming it and then looking out there for the change, then it's in vain repetition because the change doesn't happen out there. 3D reality, the universe, everything's within you. The change happens within you, as you, through you, and for you. It's all you as that awareness of being. This is in great contrast to another discussion that I had with one of you that talked about this situation, this health situation where you lost your hearing. And the doctors said that they believe that you're not going to get it back. And if you get it back, that you're only going to have maybe 10% or 20% of your hearing. This person knows themselves as that I am awareness. They know that the only technique that matters is their awareness of already being that person they desire to be. In the knowing that in that one divine mind of I am, in that one divine consciousness, that awareness, that her hearing is perfect. And so she stood in that idea that no. Think about this. She said no to herself. That's not my reality. That's not my preference. Hear this, that's not the truth of who I am. That's not the truth of my divine condition. This is a great example of the power of denial. And then affirming and then denying that which is not your reality, right? Remember, she's not in denial. She's not saying, this is not my condition, and secretly believing that that's reality and that's her condition. She's denying the truth of that's not the truth of who she is. That's powerful. She said she got her hearing completely back, not just 90% or 80%, 100%. Right? She affirmed that from that beingness, not in vain, from within, from knowing that she's the only reality. That's the difference, right? This is also in contrast with another one of you that said, yeah, Tom, I went to bed saying I am God and there is no other. But then I woke up and seeing conditions, experiencing conditions that are totally opposite of my desired outcome that I was imagining when I went to bed saying I am God and there is no other. But that's why. Your reality, you're the awareness, you're the one giving meaning to those conditions. You're the one creating them in that moment by declaring that they're the opposite. They're in contrast to your fulfillment. So you create that immediately. Remember, your word is powerful. Every word you speak, your reality. but especially the Word, I am. That's why Jesus said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Because I am is the only reality. Neville Goddard called it your imagination. It's the only reality. It's the only substance. It's the only source. It's the only supply of anything. So that it's the technique that always works, that actually works. It's all there is. I want to talk about this idea today and more. Here it is, this I am awareness, all that is. You are all that is, with a certain perspective or viewpoint as that source. In that word of who you are, I am, is reality. That's why God said to Moses wanted to know, who shall I said sent me? What's your name? I am that I am. I am the great I am. Right? And I'm expressed through my Son, all that is, through that one awareness, from that one awareness of being, that one divine mind. I am God and there is no other, yes. But not from vain repetitions, not from waking up and saying, oh yeah, but these conditions are opposite of what I want. It's not reality. And then you declare that, and then that's what it must be. Instead of saying, you know what, I give meaning to reality. I'm reality. And if I'm seeing it, it must mean that everything's unfolding perfectly, that I am fulfilled, that I am that reality now. Right? So remember, here you are, as you imagine, assume, and affirm I am. Just say the word. All those identities that you are, all those possibilities exist within you. So you're declaring the truth of who you are, no matter what you're declaring with the word I am. Do you see that? You are all possibilities, all images, all realities. So you're always expressing the truth when you say I am. Your words are powerful. When you speak anything, you're creating reality. Past, present, and future. I really want you to think about this next time you utter a word. Right? Remember, yes, whether you say it verbally or within, but it's powerful. The word within you. You're all realities. That's why when God called out to Moses, 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 Moses said, here I am. Here and now, I am reality. It changes and rearranges everything. It's the technique that actually works always. It's you. And so when you went to bed and said, I am God and there is no other, with your imaginal scene, and you woke up and said, oh, these conditions are contrary, then you created that. It worked. You are God and there is no other. And you created a reality saying, okay, these circumstances are not what I want, that it didn't work. And so you create that idea or that experience that it didn't work. But it's always working. You're always changing. You're always shifting. And remember, you're changing the past, present, and future in every moment from this vertical. You've seen this many times. Presenting it here from the idea that when you speak the word, when you speak anything, you're changing everything. Past, present, and future. It's not out there. When you went to bed and said, I am God and there is no other, as you were imagining it, you did create that reality. You were that reality. You are that reality. But then you change it again as you declare that, oh, this is not what I want. You give meaning to all of it. It changes as you change. It changes as you speak, as you declare it. What would you do? This is what I talked about this person that was new to the channel, because he talked about thoughts and feelings and circumstances and everything that was going on in his life. What would you do? Who would you be? What miracles would you make or create if your thoughts and feelings and circumstances just didn't matter, didn't mean anything, that we weren't trying to cope or change or deal with anything, that we weren't judging our thoughts and feelings and circumstances? Imagine if you just went on the assumption that you're already that person that you desire to be, that anything that you desire or want is yours. Imagine the miracles. Well, that's happening. That happened with this person that told me about her hearing. Right? That's what we're talking about today. Let's talk about this like we never have before. Remember, I am is reality. The only and ultimate reality. That's you. Every time you utter anything, it's with those words, I am. It's with that understanding that I am existing, I am reality. I am that I am who I am. There's only one I am. So remember, when you utter those words, because there's only one I am, when you utter those words, you change everything. Right? You create a world of people, events, and circumstances that reflect that ultimate self-concept. That idea of who you are creates your entire life experience in every moment, past, present, and future. There's no past at what happened. You're creating that right now by who you are. One source, one substance, one supply. All things were made through him. And without him, nothing was made that was made in John 1:3. Him is all that is. It's that one reality. It's the isness of existence being expressed through the Son of God as beingness. That's powerful. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, the Word. I am. Before Abraham, I am. Any thoughts, feelings, conditions, and circumstances come after. And they don't have any meaning. They only have the meaning that you give them. We keep allowing our thoughts, feelings, and circumstances to tell our story. But they're just a story. As one of you pointed out and commented on one of the videos that I loved, and I think I mentioned it again yesterday, you're allowing the story to tell the story. Before Abraham, before all those stories, is your ultimate affirmation, I am. Your ultimate declaration of perfection that you are, I am. This is powerful. I am is absolute knowing, right? It's existence itself. It's the one. It's the all. This is what we call God. It's the great I am. And born out of this great I am, this one great source, is the awareness of being it. Hear this. That's God's Son. Remember, even the idea that you can be aware of yourself as existence, as awareness. That's the power. That's the Son of God. That's the Son of the great I am. The beingness of existence. The beingness of that isness. That isness in expression as beingness. It's the livingness of life, of that one reality, that absolute knowing or awareness. The great source in motion as energy. That's the whole idea of energy in motion, or source energy. Source energy is the Son of God. It's that isness of reality in motion, in the beingness. It's one emotion. Right? We talk about emotions and thoughts in the terms of thoughts and feelings, but there's only one emotion. That's that one source energy. And it's always absolute joy, absolute love, absolute gratitude. It's what Joe Dispenza pointed towards elevated emotions of love and gratitude. Well, they get close to it, but it's beyond that. It's a state of being. It's a state of being all that is. It's a state of being everything you've could ever desire or want. It's a state of being all that is and all that you are. God's Son, that one divine mind. In Him, we live and move and have our being. In Him we exist. In that one mind, we exist. In that one divine mind, we create and manifest infinite, finite experiences. Infinite, finite experiences, what we call our finite or physical mind, is just an experience, a perspective, a viewpoint, a vantage point of that one divine mind. So even our physical mind is shifting in every moment to a different viewpoint or perspective, but it's just an experience, an infinite experience in that finite, it's infinite experiences of finite experiences, right? Infinite shifts, infinite realities, infinite versions of you, all part of that one infinite divine mind, that one limitless divine mind. That's powerful. That's why I am affirmations. We've talked about those a lot. We've talked about robotic affirmations. That's why every spiritual teacher out there and coach talks about the power of affirmations. And you always get those that, well, they don't work for me, and others that say they work for me. They always work. But the question is, are they in vain? Are you saying them in vain by looking out there at the conditions that appear to be out there, at your changing thoughts and feelings, at the changing people, events, and circumstances, trying to make influence or change out there? Or you're affirming from being the source, supply, and substance of all that is, right? It is they are the I am affirmations are the techniques that work. Repetition plus emotion, but not the emotion that you think. There are emotions that manifest as source energy, the changing, what we call changing thoughts and feelings. But those are just manifestations of that one source, that one energy. And as you repeatedly affirm that you already are that person you desire to be from the source, from the one emotion that you are, repetition plus emotion, plus the emotion of love, the emotion of source, the emotion of gratitude, then you experience that immediately. There's no more power than that. There's no other power than that. You can't get more powerful than all that you are right now. You can't be more than all that you are right now. You are the center of that great I am, of that one divine mind. I and the Father are one. Your I am awareness, your one divine mind is one with the great I am, with the great isness of reality. There's no difference. You as the center, the physically focused I am awareness of all that is. But when we believe we're not the center, when we believe we're out here in the conditions of a manifested past that we believe can't change, a manifested present that seems hard to change or difficult to move, and a manifested future that feels like it never comes. It all exists now, all those possibilities, and they're always changing, but it's me, me, me. That's vain repetitions, right? Feeling that you're outside, you're not the center, right? It's important. When you affirm I am, it is as reality, as the center. Now it's not vain repetitions. Now it's from that power of all that you are. But here, with vain repetitions, we're trying to change the manifested script or reality or out there, when they're always changing. There's nothing to do out here. That's why Jesus said, but this pool, again, the scene at the pool of Bethesda in the TV show The Chosen. And if you haven't watched it yet, watch it. I refer to it a lot. But this pool, it does nothing. It means nothing. Vain repetitions do nothing. They mean nothing. Do you see it? It's not the repetitions. It's the power. It's you as source saying those words. You as source speaking that truth. It's you speaking the truth of reality, right? Versus trying to change something out here that's not reality, that's not the truth of who you are. They're just changing appearances. Anything that changes can't be real. That which is real does not change. So let's go to this. And I often refer to the story of the centurion's servant. The centurion to Jesus. The centurion to your I am awareness. Lord, I'm not worthy for you to come under my roof, but just say the word and my servant will be healed. Just say the word. What's the word? I am. I am healthy, wealthy, free, and in love. I am whole, healed, complete, and fulfilled. That's the word. But just say the word. I'm not worthy that you should come under my roof with these circumstances that I'm judging, with these changing thoughts and feelings that I believe that are me. I'm not worthy, but just say the word. Only speak a word, and my servant will be healed. And then it says the servant was healed in that very moment. It's instant. I am is reality. Past, present, and future, you change it all. Right? For that person that had that healing of her hearing, right? Remember, you don't really heal anything. You move to the identity where she always had hearing and healing. She was already healed. She was always whole. She was always complete. She moved to the awareness where there was never a perception that she lost her hearing. That's powerful. Do nothing with the changing thoughts and feelings, or what we call emotions, and those appearances and circumstances. Your source, you're the one energy, you're the one emotion, you're the one substance. I am, that I am awareness. You don't have to do anything. Before Abraham, I am. Before all of those things, you are reality. Jesus to John, and remember I talked about the conversation, this is a scene in the TV show The Chosen, when Jesus is going to do a reading, and he's asking John for his recommendations on the reading. And John goes, well, how could I? After today, after yesterday, he's talking about things that happened. He's feeling so unworthy, right? And Jesus goes, well, who is worthy? In other words, what story is worthy? They're just stories of unworthiness. They're just stories of non-fulfillment. They're not reality. You are. And then John says to him, well, you're worthy. And Jesus says to him, I love this part, to him, as he's looking at John, he says, I'm a man, John, but yet I am who I am. I'm a man, I get it, I see these changing physical appearances and these changing thoughts and feelings. But yet I am who I am. Yet those changing thoughts, feelings, and physical experiences don't change who I am. That's why I am affirmations are insanely powerful. That's why robotically repeating them is insanely powerful. Because you're already feeling the emotion. The emotion is source energy. It's already there. You're already that love. You're already that gratitude. You're already that joy. You don't have to conjure something up and flip thoughts and try to feel better. You already are that. It's about affirming it from that place of truth. Denying the error, right? Denying the appearances that don't align with the truth of who you are. Just as that one person that I was talking to aligned with that idea of the truth of her divine condition, that she's always had divine hearing, and denied the error thought or the error idea that she could have a loss of hearing. That's the true sense, the true power of denial. Denying that those conditions or circumstances or thoughts and feelings have any power or authority over you. That's what denial means. Not denying that it's not an experience, it's not something that is appearing. You're not denying that. You're denying it that it does not have any power or authority over you, that it's not the truth of reality, that it's merely a changing appearance. That's powerful. Just say the word and say it again. Like yesterday I was saying, just cast your net, cast it again. Right? Cast your net again. Lay it down again. Right? Just cast it. So just say the word, say it again and again. Repetition's powerful. But we're not talking about repetition again anything. We're talking about repetition of the truth of being of who you are. Combined with the emotion of source. Source energy, the only emotion there is. The conviction of that I am awareness. The conviction that you're already that person you desire to be. That conviction's already there. You say, well, how do I get to the conviction? How do I stay in the conviction? You don't. You don't get there. You don't stay in it. It is who you are. You recognize it. You acknowledge it. That's powerful. So speak the truth. Say it again. Speak the truth. That's never in vain. When you're speaking the truth of who you are, I am. Because you know yourself as all possibilities. That's never in vain. No matter how much you repeat it, it's not a vain repetition. Because you're speaking the truth. Right? And then deny anything that contradicts that truth. That's the proper use of denial. Deny that false reality. It's not real, it's not reality. It might be an experience of lack or non-fulfillment, but it's not reality. It's not who you are. Acknowledge the truth, affirm the truth, deny those appearances that contradict that. Know that they're just changing appearances, that behind that changing appearances, those changing appearances is the truth of who you are. That they must be changing to everything that you desire. I am already that which I've always dreamed and wanted to be. I'm already that. Denial means don't give power and authority to the unreality of non-fulfillment, to the unreality of lack, to the unreality of circumstances and conditions that are not aligned with your ideal, that are not expressing or demonstrating the truth of who you really are, the truth of who you know yourself to be. Affirm the truth, deny the error. That's the whole purpose of affirmations and denials. You're not in denial. In denial means denying it, but then secretly believing in the reality of those unwanted conditions. Denying those thoughts, but then secretly believing those thoughts and feelings are who you are. That's in denial. We're not talking about being in denial, right? That's just a 3D physical linear idea. Oh, you're in denial. No, you're affirming the truth of who you are. You're creating reality, right? You are the source. I am is the only reality and truth. I am whole, I am healed, I am complete, and I am fulfilled. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, and I am in love. I am rich, I am famous, I am free, and I am in love. Whatever it is for you, whatever you want, that's the truth. You are famous. You are that one God. There's only one I am. And when you declare it, that changes your entire experience of reality because you're the center of that one divine mind. So isn't everybody else. There's only one awareness. There's only one I am. But in your world, in your reality, you create the versions of the people, events, and circumstances that reflect your declaration, your affirmation of who you are. This is powerful. So, but just say the word. Speak only a word, as Scripture, as the centurion's servant says. Or what Jesus said to the paralyzed man, right? And I love that scene in The Chosen. He said, so, get up and walk. Get up, pick up your mat and walk. Do you want to be healed? Do you want to be whole, complete, fulfilled, healthy, wealthy, free, and in love? Well, then just say the word. Just speak a word. What's the word? I am. I am already that which I desire to be. That's the word. Let's go. That's why Jesus said, let's go. Pick up your mat and walk, and keep on walking. Don't stop. Keep on affirming. Pick up your mat and imagine and affirm it and assume it. Don't declare circumstances that appear contrary, as contrary to your wish fulfilled or contrary to what you desire. It's there. You are that reality. Declare it that it must be unfolding for you, no matter what the appearances are showing you. Right? Deny the error in those appearances. Deny the untruth of non-fulfillment, the untruth of lack. It's not the truth of who you are. That's why I love that scene when Simon says to the paralyzed man, don't forget your mat. In other words, keep on walking. You're not going back. Keep on affirming. Doesn't matter what the changing appearances says. You're not going back. Keep assuming, imagining yourself and your reality as you would like it to be. Stop declaring and collapsing those appearances as reality, declaring that, oh, that's reality, it didn't change. Because you're creating that in that moment. There's no truth that it didn't change. Only you as I am awareness. You are the change. You are reality. That's why repetition, I am. Emotion, I am. They're both I am. The repetition of I am, the word, speak the word. And the emotion is source or the substance or the supply. That's I am. That's I am, the conviction of being the one and only source of your reality and experience. That's why affirmations are so powerful. That's why when some of you ask me, well, Tom, what's your go-to? I am is my go-to. What else is there? It's the technique that actually works, that always works. That was the answer to that question, to that client that's new to manifesting, that's new to reality creation. I am is it, baby. It's it. Speak the word, the manifestation technique that actually works, that only works. It is our everything. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on our videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere in social media at either Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful, in our membership channel. Thank you for being a member. We're gearing up for another powerful live event, December 22nd, 2024, our holiday event. It's going to be big. It's going to be at 12 noon Pacific time this time, 3 hours later to accommodate some of you that have requested that are in Australia. So we'll try to mix it up for you. And it's going to be big. I'm going to be answering your questions live in the chat, as always. And your questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. And new content's coming out, another new video on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. If you're a member, join us. If you're not, just check out the link below. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful in the beautiful city here of Medellin, Colombia, for the next week or two. Until next time, we'll see you soon.